some very interesting news comes up about our boy Hasan Minhaj.
Minhaj, I think, yeah.
How do we even know? How do we even know that that's how he pronounces the name?
I think we get to decide what the truth is.
I think that his name is 70% emotionally true, and then, but the Arnold Palmer that is his last name, we're not exactly certain on. So I think it's something you just flow with and you go with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The actually annoying thing about Hasan, you're gonna get these fucking jokes. You deserved it, but I like Hasan. He's a charming guy. He's a nice dude. Always been nice to me, but you deserve this. But the crazy thing about the whole situation with him, lying in his specials, or about the stories in his specials, is that like, if you know his real life, he has these insane things that have happened to him, like completely separate. Like when he came to America, it was on a boat with a tiger.
Really?
Did you guys know?
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah. It was actually, he was like lost at sea, and it was him and a tiger on a boat, and they forged this like real friendship.
That's crazy because that all
why
makes
not tell
sense.
that story?
Dude, that makes perfect sense.
Tell that story.
That makes perfect sense because the tiger, before he came here, I know he grew up in a jungle. A bunch of animals raised him, he knew how to speak to them. It was dude, it was like a bear saved his life. And
crazy.
the tiger, he must have made good with tigers because the tiger was a real enemy.
Yeah,
dude,
they should make a movie on his life.
They could. Dude, he told me this one story about going to White Castle with his Asian friend, and it was it was one of the most unbelievable stories I've ever heard. It was like so many shenanigans.
Shenanigans galore.
There was shenanigans galore, and I'm like, why not do that? You know? Tell the thing about how he really made his money. He won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh fuck, I forgot about
India, and just talk about that.
That's how he met his wife.
What an amazing life experience.
Yeah, dude.
That you can play off of. Anyway, so many things out there. But listen, tons of material for him to still mine. For all of you that are confused right now, news has come out. There's a New Yorker article that Hasan Minhaj may have been fabricating some things in his Netflix specials.
Wait, but Andrew.
Yes.
Comedians make up stories all the time.
That's true. Now, usually we do it to make things funnier.
Yeah.
Not make things more racist or sad.
Yeah.
Or emotional.
Yeah.
And I think that's the tricky thing here with in his stories, it's not like he was using these exaggerations or hyperbole as punchlines. He was using them to kind of make the audience feel worse about him. And then it turns out these things didn't actually happen.
Yeah, he made life worse for other people in real life.
Oh, wait, how is that?
Have you know the prom story, right?
What's the prom story?
Prom story, the Homecoming King is based on this story that he was supposed to go to prom with a white girl, got to the door, she's putting a corsage on a white guy.
Oh,
because her parents didn't like the fact that Hasan was Indian. And that's terrible story.
Yeah.
Lady responds.
I know that pain.
And said, Lady responds and is like, not only is this not true, he asked me days before the prom, I just said no, and not only are my parents not racist, I'm married to an Indian.
But here's the thing, and this is this is the problem when you lie in your specials, is that girl had to marry an Indian. So that people wouldn't think she was racist.
Just to save face, dude.
Yeah, just to save face.
So in a way, Hasan actually helped Indians.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He might be a hero.
The ultimate
He's
wingman,
a patriot.
dude.
No, for real.
I would say got to marry an Indian.
Yeah, you would say got to. You would say got to.
Right.
Right. But the rest of us would be like, oh, how many years do you got to put in on this?
Bro,
before,
they should do that for Indian
Because that's the first thing she says. She's like, I'm not racist, I married an Indian. She had to fucking do it because he bullied her into it.
But I do like this idea that if a girl rejects me, she's racist. Because there's a lot of racist brown girls that I didn't know were racist.
I see this girl, because he's handsome. Hasan is handsome.
Right?
He is a handsome man. Great fucking hair. We have to look at this girl.
She might be racist, bro.
She might be ugly enough where she's racist, dude. Or we gotta see what this white dude that she went to prom looked like. Ooh. I think we need to do a little research.
Ooh.
I think we need to do a little research. I think we might have to defend Hasan. He might be right about that one. She might have been racist.
Okay, got it.
Bro, I need to have that level of confidence, bro. Where if you don't like me, you're racist. The only way you could not like
don't
me,
you wish?
objectively.
You wish you had that.
She gotta be fat. She gotta be fat. This girl gotta be fat. There's no way that she's a cutie. Because he gotta think he's doing her a favor. And then when she says no, he's like, oh, this bitch racist.
Yeah, but why say I went to the door? You didn't go to the door. This was crazy. He told me that story like
That's the most
13
Indian
years
thing.
ago.
I'm here for vagina and Bob.
Now we don't show up. We just text you nicely.
Wait, hold on. He
Send you a-
told you the story in real
Like,
life?
yeah, like we were cool
There's
a
no
long
way.
time ago. I'm
There's
talking
no
like 2012, bro. He and I used to be friends. I kind of realized
There's no
whatever but this, I didn't know this was a lie. I thought all the reasons I don't fuck with this guy, this wasn't one of them. We were sitting at a fucking diner, and
no
he
way.
tells me
He
this
told
story
you.
as a trauma story. I'm dead ass. I believed it this whole time.
He was working it out. He was
I feel,
workshopping.
son, that's the craziest shit.
Yeah.
We're just eating In-N-Out, bro. Why you gotta lie to me for?
You know what? You probably said something like, "You went to their house," and he was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "I gotta keep that part. That was good."
Son, he said, I got to the door. Then he joked to get me on his side. Obviously, he's like, this is why you can't trust white women. And I was like, yeah, dog, that makes sense.
Wow.
But I will be honest, I remember when he said, but her parents said to him, it's just not a good fit. And then I remember being like, okay, well, your parents would say the exact same thing.
Ooh.
It's just not a good fit. Like, this is what your parents would say that more. Your parents would be like, the fuck you thinking, man? This is not a good fit. She's
That's
not
a
the same
good-ass
country,
point.
not the same race, not the same faith. What's going on? This is not a good fit, mad incongruous.
Yeah.
So I do remember thinking that.
And then now he's happily married,
happily married.
which
But
probably
wife
wouldn't have
seems
happened if he
wonderful.
was with that white girl.
Yeah.
The White Devil.
And
Yeah.
that white devil's now married to an Indian. Miserable. Right? So this ended up working in his favor. It turns out lying kind of works for him.
Lying's awesome.
That's
pretty good.
No, but
Try it out.
I think one of the things that we have to really separate is there are comedians that plenty of us, all of us, exaggerate things in our jokes.
To be funny, yeah.
Or change things in our jokes. That joke I did, the not fuck me joke. Right? I tell us, I was at a hotel with my boy, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. That didn't happen in a hotel. We were at Veselka, and Case,
Oh, yeah.
and one of our
Shouts
friends,
to
Case
Massa.
goes, yeah, I go, yeah, you can just crash at my place if you want to go home. And he goes, yeah, but what, and we can sleep head to toe or put the pillows. And I was like, yeah, or you can not fuck me. In the joke, it's funnier to just make it in a hotel.
Absolutely.
So we change these things to make parts of the joke funnier.
Yes.
It's a completely different thing. It's Jussie Smollett
Yes.
when you are lying about victimization.
Yeah.
So I don't like it when people are starting to target other comics who have things that aren't exactly true in their
Also,
stories. This is not comedy. He's not lying about the funny part.
Yeah.
If he was, like if he found a way to the anthraxing the daughter thing is crazy.
I mean,
that
dude.
shit is crazy.
Dude, what is that? What is that?
In retrospect, it's funny as hell. Knowing that he was lying about that.
The idea that this guy wasn't the funniest, there's pure comedy in this. Actually, every part is funny. If you realize none of it is true, the whole thing is hilarious. This is the greatest comic ever, I think.
Bro, but think about it. He got to do what is it called when you make fun of the president?
White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah, off of lies. Like that's great.
Nah, but
Bro.
getting sent anthrax levels you up because they
yeah,
only
yeah.
send that to important people.
to the bosses. bro.
That's a flex, bro.
That was a dope move. Hell yeah.
Bro, and what's his face got a shot too? He said, so he conflated some timelines to make what he went through a little bit more serious. He was making fun of, I think, the Saudis or something like
Jamal
that.
Khashoggi.
And
I have less of an issue with this, actually.
oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just telling the people.
Yeah.
So I guess in one of the stories he was like making fun of the Saudis, and then he had a meeting because he wanted to interview MBS, who is Mohammed bin Salim, I think his name is. He is the guy who runs the Saudi, what is it, the PIF it's called, or PLF. All their money, all their fund, makes all their decisions. He's boss. And he went to go meet with them, and then I guess he left, and everybody was freaking out because he said the same day Khashoggi was chopped up at the Saudi embassy in Turkey, right? And people are going, "Oh my God, is everything okay?" And he said something about the meeting or the event that night that Jared Kushner sat in a seat that was reserved for this Saudi journalist, right? And like apparently Jared Kushner didn't even go to the event.
Yeah.
Like it was just a shot at Jared.
There was no chair for him.
There was no chair.
Yeah.
So there was just a shot at Jared for no reason.
And to your point, the lie there was to make, it wasn't to be funny. It was to make himself a hero. And then a lot of the other lies, to kind of add to what you said, I think they're to kind of like push, I don't want to say an agenda, but to push a political agenda, for lack of a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you are lying just to be fun, if the whole Burt Kreischer machine story was fake, none of us think it is, but if it was, who cares? It's hilarious. We're just laughing at Burt Kreischer.
Now
the
it would
machine.
break my heart, yo.
It would shake your confidence. And
It would break my heart if the machine story wasn't real.
you've been calling him the machine this whole time for no reason.
Nah, I wouldn't care. I'd be so happy with it. I'd be more impressed that you can make up that whole ass story.
I thought it was fake.
Come on, bro.
I did. I thought it was
real,
just,
dude.
I thought it was just a made up story for a comedy bit.
And you still loved it.
Yeah,
You didn't feel
I did.
betrayed.
Hold on. You saying if Bert never went to Russia, that wouldn't bother you a little
It would
bit?
actually bother me a little bit.
Thank you. Yeah, a little bit.
I was using hyperbole to prove a point.
Bro.
It's my emotional truth. That was my emotional truth. Can I be emotionally honest?
You were
with
being emotional right there, and it was beautiful. I really want to appreciate that, and I want to reward that. Now, here's the thing. If some of the things said within the story have been tweaked a little bit to be funny, if he makes the Russian person say something funnier, you're doing your job.
Yeah.
As a comedian, that's great. There's no way that every single story a comedian says, when the comedian says the perfect witty thing back,
Yes.
that happened in the moment. Because most comedians are awkward as fuck in the moment, and they're not going to come up with that line, and that's why they'll go home and they'll sit in the shower for an hour and think about what they would have said, and then that pops up in the joke. That's why I just want to separate this from comedy. I hate that this is like getting pulled into. People are bringing up hilarious jokes.
The Chappelle baby joke.
It's fucking hysterical. Which we
Wonderful.
all know
Yes.
is sarcasm, which we all know isn't a real thing.
Yeah.
It's used to point out things that might be real.
Yeah.
But people go, oh, see, you can lie there, you can lie. No, Chappelle's not lying about the emotionally manipulative part. He's not lying about the victimization part.
Yeah.
So
I also think a lot of those people didn't read the full article because the headline is like, oh, the stories aren't true, big deal.
Yeah.
And then you read it and you're like, oh, this is crazy. This woman's life really, her parents got death threats. This is crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For the prom date.
Son, the anthrax shit is too. That's too
That's
good.
crazy.
That's
joke.
crazy.
That's too good.
That's
bro.
crazy.
I gotta mail myself some baby powders. Level up in this bitch, right?
The anthrax got on his daughter, and he had to take her to the hospital. How do you even write that?
Bro, that's crazy.
How do you even write that? Why would you even want to think about something
So
like
when
that?
people call out of work, they'll say, I have
Why
a
your daughter
family
getting the
member.
mail?
Son.
Why your daughter getting the mail? Nobody asked about that? You make your daughter open up the mail?
Can I be honest though? In an Indian house, they just make the youngest person go get everything.
Is that right?
Yeah, go get me some water. Go get the mail. Go get the. You're like a golden retriever.
No way.
But for just like random things around.
a mail
Go get
wallet.
that for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
mail wallet.
You're the mail wallet.
You're a task
Yes.
wallet. You're a task rabbit. I mean,
Wow, bro. Yeah, I mean, just too funny. Just too funny.
Yeah, and then
He got to lean in with this next one.
the article said he invited the girl from the Homecoming Story to
watch.
watch the show.
Yes.
Oh, that's next level.
And apparently used a photo of her in the show, but then blurred out her face.
With the brown boyfriend, which obviously that ruins the whole story about her being racist. So he blurred his face too.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think she
still
might have
got
been
doxxed.
racist, yo. I ain't gonna lie. I still need to see this girl.
Dude,
can
are
we see if
you
we can
not
pick
allowed
that
to
up?
have your emotional truth? You and him both think she was racist. You just agree. That's it.
Yeah, we agree on the emotional
Yeah,
truth.
you agree on the emotional
100%.
truth. 100%.
100%.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think she's racist.
You think she's racist, and who are we to tell you you're wrong about another human being?
I think she's. Hold on one second. I don't think she's racist, but I do think that she agreed to go to prom with him.
Okay.
Why?
Because he admitted that. He was like, yeah, her version is true. But
But he's got to do that because he's super lefty, so he's got, women are always right or whatever. So he has to agree, but deep down he knows.
He's super lefty, but he's also super Muslim. So women aren't always right.
Or maybe he just didn't accept no as an answer because he's Muslim. Maybe that was it. Maybe there's
That's not true either. That's because he's Indian.
Oh, there you go. So listen, it's a cultural thing. Like she was like no, and he was like yes.
He was like, let me talk to your parents.
Yeah,
They'll arrange this.
Yeah. You don't get to make these decisions.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if he did go talk to the parents, and then he maybe would have respected it. They're like, no, it isn't a fit. Our star signs don't align.
That's exact, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta
Why
look
do you
at-
get offended by that?
We got to look at what is it called? The math, the Columbine. What does the Indian woman do?
Kundali, yeah, the star chart.
The star chart. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
Gotta make
talking about
sure-
when that Indian girl was doing multiplication. You see that video?
No, but I
You
bet
didn't
she
see
was
this?
multiplying the
oh
fuck
my
out
God,
of it.
I'll pull it up. But it's literally this Indian girl is doing math, and they just ask her numbers, and there's like 55 plus 72 plus 105, and she's just doing abacus in her head. You haven't seen this video? Bro, it's
I'm talking about the Indian dating show where
Yeah,
Shorty
no.
asked.
Indian matchmaking.
I thought you were talking about the girl doing math, bro. Fuck.
Nah, bro. But you don't even need to pick it up.
Love watching retards.
I know, bro. I'm excited to bring this up.
No one cares.
Okay, now so here's the
I
question.
would like to know what Shorty looks like, but I guess her picture's not out
No,
there.
I can't find it.
Yeah. Because to turn down Hassan,
I will say though,
he's a
Handsome
Jeezy, he's a
guy.
handsome guy.
Here, let me tell you something about
Charismatic.
No offense,
Let
no
me
offense.
tell you
I
something
know
about-
you want to be the hottest in there, but
I know.
you know, yeah.
Buddy, I'm 40 and married. Who gives a fuck?
God, how much did you pay that New Yorker writer to do this?
That's what I'm.
How much you pay that motherfucker?
Hey, This was my special. I told you I was gonna be fired. I told you I was gonna be fired.
Crying. Our guys just filmed a special that's mostly true.
Bro,
Hassan is out of here.
It's emotionally true.
Those are the two specials. Bring back Apu, get rid of Hassan. That's what he's got to call
And
him.
Netflix budget is wide open.
Wide open, dog. Y'all gotta feel it.
Do you feel like the article was a little bit of a hit piece, though?
Yeah, because Shorty was definitely emotionally manipulated by you know that whoever wrote it was riding for Hassan for like 5 years. And then randomly was at a bar and was like, oh, what?
Here's what happened.
It better be exactly what happened for you to cut off my little fun rant. It better be the exact thing that happened because your boy was building momentum. I was about to 70% truth you, and I was about to give you the nicest
I
Arnold
didn't pick
Palmer
up
you
on
ever
this.
had in your
A
life.
journalist friend of ours filled me in. The New Yorker was doing a feature on him. And they fact check. The New Yorker fact checks everything. They don't fuck around. That's like their reputation. He just kept lying to them. He kept telling them all these stories as facts. So they started fact checking them, and then nothing was adding up. Like, the daughter hospitalization short. There's no record, hospitalization record. The building didn't have any record of anything. They were very thorough.
Yo, that's some wild shit to hold on to the hold on to the lie outside of the show.
Sonny lied to me at an In-N-Out 15 years ago.
We need to sit down. Hassan and Juicy. Juicy and Hassan. Juicy, Malay, and Hassan need to sit down.
Juicy, Hassan, and you got to add Santos in that.
Yeah.
Come on, those are the goats right there.
Yeah.
Imagine that barbershop talk. LeBron, Juicy Smollett, right? LeBron lying about all the books he read. Yeah. Juicy Smollett, George Santos.
Parents from the Blind Side.
Parents from the Blind Side.
Dude.
This could be a phenomenal podcast. Should we arrange this?
Yeah, we need to.
I think we should.
So, but this is the most Akash has known about Indian shit. He knows every detail.
Was that regular episode of Patreon with the two let?
Oh, that was Shane's.
That was
Shane's
public.
on it? Oh my God, that was phenomenal.
Yo,
bro.
you know why Shub ain't shit?
Why?
Because Shub, after the pod, was like, I used to think the same thing. Shub grew up in India.
He want to make you feel better.
No, I said,
He
why didn't you
never
say
thought
something?
that once in his
I
life.
said, why'd you say something? He goes, I didn't want to get destroyed on the podcast. They were killing you. Why didn't you kill me?
I told Emma the story.
Yeah.
And Emma's been to India. And she was like, yeah, I saw that on all the buildings too. I knew it was to let. Like, I knew it was
Yeah,
to
but
rent.
that's because she's Jewish. She knows how to own land. You know what I mean? She knows how to be a landlord.
Don't start them rumors.